She used her chi on that snake, didn't she?
Very good.
You gotta teach me that, like how to control people.
There's only one person you need to learn how to control.
Who?
Empty your mind. Flow with my movement. Connect to the energy around you.
I kinda just want to learn the Cobra thing.
Cobra takes a lifetime. It requires great focus.
But I have great focus. Oh my God. Mr. Han?
Your focus needs more focus.
I'm Kyle Smith, film critic for the New York Post. The Karate Kid remake is in theaters. This one stars Jaiden Smith, Will Smith's son, in his first lead role, and Jackie Chan is the teacher who helps him evade some bullies in China. The star, Jaiden Smith, plays Dre, who's a young fellow who moves to China with his mother, played by a very charming actress called Taraji P. Henson from Detroit. And he tries to settle into Beijing, but can't really get along with the other students. The other students are beating him up. He has an eye for a girl who's cute and a little bit taller than he is. And in general, he can't fit in with anyone at the new school. So he comes under the wing of a teacher played by Jackie Chan. The first thing you'll notice about The Karate Kid isn't about karate, it's about kung fu. Why is that? Because the movie had to be done in China because it's being subsidized by the Chinese government, and as a result it makes China look like a real wonderland. You might want to skip your Disney vacation, head straight to Beijing this year, according to this movie, I guess. Nothing really wrong with the story, but there's nothing original about it either. When The Karate Kid came out in 1984, the original, the Rocky era of underdog sports movie was only 8 years old, but since then we've seen literally dozens of underdog sports movies. You know exactly what's going to happen at every stage of the game, and moreover, the movie is very plottingly paced. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's longer than the original, which is pretty long also. I'm not sure anyone has a longer attention span today than we did in 1984. I think the pace really should have been picked up and it should have been trimmed down. One big reason the movie's so long is because there's a lot of sort of gorgeous travel photography that's, again, meant to interest you as a tourist in China. It doesn't really add to the story at all. Another big problem, I didn't really like the main character that much. I think Jaiden Smith has a lot to do to develop as an actor. He comes across as a little bit whiny and entitled. He's kind of mean to his mother, who's a very charming lady, and there's really no reason for him to be so rude to her.
That's nasty.
He also seems a little bit arrogant, and he's not really in tune with the spirit of the character, who's very much a classic underdog who has to make you root for him all the way up until the big climactic championship, which is more or less a replay of that in the original movie with the famous technique that you'll see. If you've seen the original, you've also basically seen what they do in the remake. So overall, I'd say The Karate Kid's a big disappointment. Not as good as the original, which I don't think was all that much of a classic anyway, and really far too slow-moving and dull for the little kids that it's aimed at. So I'm giving Karate Kid 1.5 stars out of 4. I'm Kyle Smith, film critic for the New York Post.